When I think of old money, maybe I'm thinking too far back because I start to think of families like this, or even this.
I couldn't help but wonder.
Why the desire to dress like old money, and what does that mean for most people?
Welcome back. Today I want to talk about everyone's desire to suddenly dress like old money. We've seen it in the form of old money hacks,
10 tips to creating that old money style,
dupes.
Okay, I'm just getting ready to go out in Mallorca. This is my outfit. I have my Dune sandals. They're kind of like the Hermes dupes.
DHgate counterfeit luxury items like the Goyard bag.
Be so for real, this is a fake bag. This is a fake Goyard tote. There's real things that I have. That is not one of them.
Recommendations on how to look the part of being from old money. And it overall just seems like a rush to have it all at once, which is not even attainable for even people who do have old money. Like, you have to build style over time, build the look over time with trial and error. And that's why you have so many people who are so rich and cannot dress to save their life. It's not about that. I've also noticed this collective and massive shift. A lot of people are returning to a more minimalistic wardrobe. It's all about comfort and the idea that less is more. I also noticed this with the way a lot of people are doing their makeup now. It used to be lash extensions and shaping your brows and a lot of contour, but now it's just blush on your cheeks, lip tinted balm, and wearing your natural eyelashes with maybe mascara and just brushing out or gelling your brows down. Very simple.
And if you're going, makeup has nothing to do with dressing like old money. Well, you're wrong, and this is why. Women who do not wear makeup fall into two categories. The first are the Gwyneth Paltrows of the world. Ultra rich and super privileged, these women were born with the best health and skincare access money can buy. As such, they have excellent skin, and in their case, not wearing makeup or too many fashionable embellishments is their attempt at signaling their status and privilege. They are glowy, healthy, and athletic looking, and oftentimes wear very plain and simple but expensive quality pieces. Their hair is shiny, white teeth, and a glow from skin treatments and exercise.
A lot of people are also starting to wear reading glasses now, which definitely sophisticates the look and ties it together. This also connects to another thought I was having in regards to lazy fashion. And when I say lazy fashion, I don't mean that people aren't trying anymore, putting in their best effort. I just mean basically the phenomenon that less is more. Like, people are starting to apply that literally to the way that they style themselves, do their hair, and do their makeup. Even if it's forced and rushed for most people, like they have to rush and get the reading glasses or rush and get whatever else to look the part versus just like collecting it over time how you should shop. I feel like either way, it still exudes this effortlessness, signaling that you either came from that lifestyle or you currently live a lifestyle that calls for, you know, fresh blown out hair or having it slicked back, minimalistic makeup, and a whole slew of things that come with dressing like old money. But what I question is whether a lot of people even want to look like old money, and if they're just really meaning that they want to look put together and polished, which anyone could accomplish. And why I also find this interesting is because a lot of times when we think of old money, or when I think of old money, I think of money that is so old that it caused generations of suffering and disadvantages. Like, that's what I think of when I think of old money. And I don't think that a lot of people would want to look like a wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to how you present yourself. So that's why I feel like a lot of people should just want to care about what they say that they want to look like or come off as, because old money is blood money. It has to be blood money. Like, that is why it's so old. Think about history and those sort of things. And if instead you're just wanting to look like a Ralph Lauren or Calvin Klein's ad from the 90s or 80s, just say that. But anyway, aside from that, I think it's interesting that old money has become this like cosplay, like a character to dress up as. There's this person I follow on Twitter. She's an advocate for sustainability in fashion and also a fashion stylist. I've been following her for some time. I learned so much about sustainability from following her, so definitely give her a follow. But she made a really good point about why it seems like there's so many micro trends and cosplay and this desire and rush to buy and look like everything that you see. And she says this is because a lot of people feel like they're running out of time. And I think that's so true. Given what we know and what we see about the socioeconomic state of the world, and also just the current climate, like literal climate of the world too, and how everything is just changing so drastically, nothing feels certain anymore, especially the future for a lot of younger people like myself. A lot of people probably feel like I'll never be able to buy a house, so I might as well just look like I already have everything that I want and aspire to want, because I don't even know if I'll get it. I don't even know if I care to like strive that hard anymore. So I might as well go ahead and look like what I thought I would look like when I had all of those things, which is more financially stable, put together, and rich. And I also think this is because a lot of people are seeing wealthy people's lifestyle. Like the Kardashians and whatever other family shows off their wealth as much as they do. But because you're able to see that, you're now able to aspire to be that rich. They now have a new aspiration to live that lifestyle or to look the part of that lifestyle. Whereas if we didn't have access to the inside scope of their lifestyles, people wouldn't care to look like that or be like that. I also had another thought. You know how a lot of people want to be content creators or influencers or even just brand affiliates? We saw with Alex Earl, a lot of people liked Alex Earl, yes, because she fits the status quo, she fits the European beauty standard to a T, but also because she lived the life, or she has the life of a rich girl. She is a rich girl, you know? And we know that a lot of people love looking at the lives of rich people. And we've seen this with series like MTV Cribs, vlogs, What's in My Bag, Architectural Digest as well. Like, we want to see how the rich and wealthy live. It's interesting, it's entertaining. Taking that and applying it to modern day entertainment, which is social media, knowing that we want to see the lives of rich people, rich girls, young girls living their life, like, it will always be entertaining to so many people. So a lot of people are probably going like, okay, I don't have riches yet, I want that, but I want to look the part so you guys pay attention to me. Everyone wants that sort of attention, but not everyone has the aesthetic, whether it be the background or lifestyle, to gain that attention. So it's easier to buy cheap fashion to obtain that or just look the part. And I understand it also. This is not even to judge, this is just a speculation. It's definitely a way for people to communicate with their target audience if they do aspire to be a creator or an influencer or a brand affiliate and just make some money and say, you know, here's the lifestyle that you aspire to have, like I have it too, even though they're in the same shoes as the person that they're telling that they should aspire to live like them. Versus the aspiring content creator, influencer, or brand affiliate that doesn't have the most aesthetically pleasing background or look or tools or lighting. Those things matter when it comes to presenting yourself and performing. All of those components make for a successful performance. And in terms of fashion, the way you dress yourself, especially if you are doing day in the life videos or vlogs or whatever else, however you're presenting yourself, the way you dress matters. The signal to your target audience that you live a lifestyle that they should aspire to live as well, even if you're cosplaying with old money. Also leads to my other thought that we are just selling each other back to each other. Like, it's just a boom of everyone wanting to look Scandi or Copenhagen or Old Money or Matilda Djerf or Hailey Bieber, like that sort of look that can only be acquired by just honestly the way you look and your own interest in dressing in a way that feels comfortable to you. Like, if you naturally like wearing slacks and loafers, like, do that, but it doesn't have to be like this Party City event, like, oh my god, I need to look like Old Money, let me go get the tools for it. It almost feels like Halloween in a way. It just feels interesting, to say the least. And I am not at all hating. Like, I understand the attraction to looking put together. Trust me, that is something that I want to accomplish every day. Another thought that I had, and I feel like I'm a thought daughter, but another thought was, a lot of people are also wanting stability. I definitely think, like a lot of things, especially in an economic crisis, is definitely related to the desire for stability. And stability for a lot of people looks like being financially well off, or being married, or having a kid, or starting a family, or buying a house, or having businesses, like whatever, like that sort of lifestyle. And once you grow older, if you do have any of those desires, they definitely strengthen. And the one way that people can take you more serious is by how you present yourself. And the one way you can present yourself is by how you style yourself. Especially for financial stability in a world where the future feels so uncertain and everything around you feels so unstable and so fleeting. But don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting to present yourself well and dress good and look the part. I think it's a form of manifestation. I think it's important to get what you want. Like, it's a part of the presentation and how you're communicating with the world about who you are. So I do think it's very important, and it's also true that when you look good, you feel good, so that also helps too. And just doing and dressing with what feels aligned with your vision for your life, your wardrobe, and your lifestyle. So I definitely get that, and again, nothing wrong with it, but I don't think that you have to look like Old Money to do that. That's all I have for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.